Hello everybody and welcome to another Transformers third party review over on the KO Lectables channel. Today's video we're taking a look at the latest offering from Toy World. Remember them? Yes! This is the TW-FS01 movie series BULLDOG, aka Bulldog from the Last Night, voiced by the very awesome Mark Ryan. Quick look around the box. We've got Bulldog on the front there in his robot mode, and of course he is a World War I tank. Very gorgeous looking alt mode. Side of the box there we've got the same artwork, and on the back of the box that's how we can contact Toy World, and again artwork. And so without further ado, let's crack this open. Now, it's very much unlike me to throw around the word glorious, but this is remarkably well done. Toy World needs to kind of concentrate on more of these, I think, as opposed to keep giving us, what are they up to, like 30th repaint of Constructor now? I think, yes, we get it, it was a good mould, but come on, that's more, there's more Skittle repaints there than what Hasbro have done with the MP10, but the paint applications on this are absolutely sublime, some of the best I've seen on a product like this. It looks sensational. No rubber treads or anything like that. Very nicely painted. Looks exceptionally well done. Very solid figure. The guns could possibly break. If anything was to break, I'd imagine it would be these guns. I don't know if this would survive the drop test. I'm not going to be checking. We also get the World War I style helmet, again done in a very nice painted application. We get the alternative head with the gas mask attached as standard, and then we get a wider kind of gas mask minus the breathing apparatus, which fits over his standard head. And as you can see here, we actually have a paved base, which I think is a rather nice touch. It's different, you know, it's a kind of cobbled street as such, or you could even have it as a brick wall behind, I guess. I think it would work both ways. It's just a plastic base piece done up with this added detailing, but I think it works. It's nice, especially for those who like to collect dioramas. Now, the only real downside I see to Bulldog is his size. He is a $70 figure, so he's not the cheapest. Yes, he's highly detailed, and he ticks a lot of kind of movieverse boxes, but he's designed to scale with the Studio Series figures, and that's a lot of money for a Studio Series. Had they have made him, I don't know, say 1.5 times this size, I think he would have scaled perfectly with the MPM line. And aesthetic wise, he definitely ticks the MPM boxes, but as he stands, it's a rather expensive Studio Series figure, but my goodness me, it is by far the nicest Studio Series figure that I own. Now we get a set of instructions that come with him, also teasing their new figures. They've got Burst, Drop Shoot, and Freedom Leader, and now I really do hope these, I'm assuming that Drop Shoot and Burst are probably going to be scaled the same as him as well. Let's just hope their Freedom Leader is more in keeping with the MPM line, because I've seen photos of him and he looks absolutely outstanding. It's just, I just want these to be slightly bigger. I mean, personally, I think he looks okay in robot mode alongside the MPM line. But that being said, he's meant to be, according to the scale charts, about 22 feet. So he should be a good 6 feet taller than Bumblebee. And that's not the case. He's actually smaller than the MPM Bumblebee. If you're a scale junkie, that's not exactly spot on. But if you just like your Movieverse figures and you like them having kind of all lined up and you're not a stickler for scale, then this could definitely work. Now let's quickly get him transformed up, shall we? This section at the front here is going to lift, and these pieces here are going to just disengage from the front like so, and just unhook. These will then come down slightly. This is all going to form the legs. It's not the easiest set of instructions to follow. They're quite vague. They hint at what should be happening next, and unfortunately that's about it. Right, we can bring these legs down and bring these legs down, and you want to rotate that up. We have this heel spur section here. This is going to flip down. This piece here can then rotate all the way round, like so. The foot tilts like this. The heel spur section here is going to come out, and we can bring this around to the back, and there's this tab just on the foot, and that'll tab in, and then these will collapse. We have this flap here. This is going to untab and come up, allows us to flip this piece up as well, and this leg is going to come out to the side, extend so there's no clearance issues. Fold that over and rock that back and bring the leg down. Bring those just to the flat, which allows him to rotate at the waist without any clearance issues, and then bring those back in and back in like so. The back section here is tabbed in just at the top. Untab like so. Bring this piece out of the way, and these shoulder pads are just going to flip around to the front and out of the void, extending the hands like so, and then these are going to rock down like this. This butt panel piece then just rotates around like so, and that's going to come back up, and this time we use these diagonal tabs like so. These can then, I assume they flip like that and flip like this. Again, really difficult to see from the instructions what they want us to do with them. And then we can lift the arms up, and these just slide under and lock into position. So again, on this side, lift that arm up, this slides under and just locks into position. Make sure that the leg pieces fold up and tab in to the inside of each shin. What a blindingly magnificent looking character. Tidies up exceptionally well, I think. I've got the legs right. You can maneuver them quite a lot. There's a lot of range on those ball mounted arms, forwards and backwards. We've got a pivot on the elbow there. There's rotation on the hinge on a ball mount and pivot on the wrists. The waist does rotate, although it's very stiff and there's a lot of things to knock into. We can bring the legs up and around. They also hinge forwards and backwards and sink further into those thighs. I like to have those kind of out like that though. We get rotation in here. There's a rotation on that knee point. There's a pivot on these ankles, and there's a little bit of up and down motion on there, but you have to kind of unplug this to get it to work. And we've got a split on those toes as well, but I really do like what they've done. I mean, the sculpt alone is exceptional. I mean, look at that. That really does look the part. It's a character I could probably cosplay as. Absolutely adore the paint applications on that. Sublime. Now we do have the, it's more of a captain's helmet, that is, a captain's hat, isn't it, that is. We can pop his hat off, we can pop his helmet on as well. Again, good look for him. If you choose to, we could pop his gas mask on. There's a latch just over each of his ears. Like so. Having put that gas mask on, and then I like to put the helmet on as well. And if you want to switch out the head, it is just ball mounted, so you can pop that off of the ball, and we can bring the alternative head in. I can't say I really see the point in the alternative head. It just looks kind of slimmer, I guess. As if you don't like it being bulked out, but I guess that's always an option if that's the route you want to take. But personally, I like how it comes as standard moustache and a monocle to suit. Now, this is an extremely tough pill for me to swallow. See, Bumblebee is, I believe, in the Bayverse is about 17 feet. And obviously BULLDOG's meant to be 22. So this is the Legendary Toys Bumblebee, which is the same as the MPM. And here we have the Studio Series Bumblebee as well. So really, he's either too big, I think, for Studio Series, or slightly too small for the MPM, or maybe MPM Bumblebee's too big. Maybe he's coming up too large, because if you look at BULLDOG alongside Prime, I think they actually work exceptionally well. I mean, the aesthetic is definitely there. He's definitely better, in my opinion, than the Studio Series versions. And I think that could work if you just ignore, for that split second, that officially, on paper, he's not exactly the right scale. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. BULLDOG, a very smart, tidy offering from Toy World. I know they're doing their version of Hot Rod in his World War II deco, I think it was. If you order both of these from Shozy Store, you actually get the limited release of their World War version of Starscream as well, which I believe you can only claim if you've ordered both of these first versions as well. So it's going to be a limited release. Really looking forward to seeing what else Toy World can do. It's made exceptionally well. There don't seem to be any real flaws in that. He holds a pose really nicely. If anything, maybe his ankle tilts are just a little bit too loose, and there's a lot we can do here. Everything slides across, everything does what it's meant to do. I really can't fault it. He looks exceptional, and it's by far one of the nicest Movieverse pieces I've had in a long time. It's just something about him. It really does manage to capture the character. Now we'll be ordering another one of these, because I'm going to send one over to Mark Ryan himself, because it really does capture his character no end, and he's a top chap. So I'll get myself another one of these, and hopefully we can get a hold of some more of these Toy World things through Shozy in weeks to come. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, from myself and the World War I veteran, goodbye.